how to make a stack animal in your editor update of Terra. So I found out, and you have, for example, make an apex or whatever you want. You obviously need to put these two in the middle. This is the base, and this is where no, grab this motor and make it face this way. Grab this one, make it face like this. Then repeat. And just do something like this. Add legs if you want, because you could make out anything out of it. You can even do this. Then go to advanced connecting layers, and if you wanna delete the lines, then you just select delete while at the same time being in connecting layer mode. You just do this, and then you uncheck the delete, and you can re-add those lines. So we want to select delete, and we just wanna delete this line, then delete this line, and delete this line. Now get a better look at how it looks like, where the lines go. It's like something like a, you know, zigzag. And then you go to block layers. You just press start, and let's see. So yeah, and you press motor, and yeah, it's gonna do something like this, unless you don't want it to be, you know, like, it depends how you place the motors or which one you pick and do it in order, or how do I say it, but then stuff, you know, I have more health and more speed because, you know, survival thing, so I don't die. This could be a different shape, by the way. It could be a block, anything, or you could make a monster if you want. And we have a herbivore, and he has you know, less health. Yeah. And you don't wanna, you know, respawn, then, you know, stay away from apex live. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna now show you what you could do. What can you do with it? Just something like this. For example, I would place like this. Now I'm gonna make you know, my own creature using you know, make basically a stack animal species. At this point I'm gonna call it. And you can do something like this. Do not overuse it, but like add enough of these, so it's like, you know, do not go all out on this. Like, do not go, for example, like this to gain speed, otherwise your hunger will get low really fast. Same with the legs. Just you know, think before you use it. For example, I use that much to keep up with the speed, and then why I didn't add more to increase my speed, it's because I can add legs that also increase speed. Put the 10-pin block is supposed to make it easy for you to move without, you know, wasting 10 on more legs, whatever. And you can just do this, and look, the speed increases. Okay, or you could do whatever you want. I don't care. You do how you do, I do what I do. And then I just, no, just something like this. Yeah, so wait. For example, I add a neck there, so it goes onto the top layer, and I just spread this around, or I could do a tooth. Nothing. I could make him look like this, and if you wanted to have, like, you know, superpowers like mutation, whatever, then you can get rid of these hands. Remember, it will get confusing, because if you try to use, you know, inverted joint vertical and side ones, then if you use the same one, if you use this one in there, like it's gonna break a little bit if you try to, you know, mess with these. Like, I would rather put it like this, so it faces this way, and put this, and then do it again. This is an example, you know, of how to make your custom, you know, monstrous, you know, living being. I would add these two, since my hunger it might be a little bit longer. So yeah, you do need speed. You need speed, and we can add some spikes. And let's see if it works, because what you make is not always going to work. So you just, you know, you can do this. Oh wait, I forgot. Do you remember, guys, what I told you to do before? Do you remember? Yeah, do this again, because I clearly forgot to do it. If you do it differently, either it might, you know, break, or I don't know. Oh, and we don't want we don't want to be like this. Just look, it's broken now, or whatever. Okay, this problem can occur either because, you know, because you did it on this side, and like, okay, now we can do the opposite. Yeah, it's the opposite, I think, and let's see if it works. Yeah, okay, it works, but wait, we need more speed. We need more speed. The speed is important on so many levels, because if you're making if you are trying to make a, you know, creature which are slow, you can really, you know, easily die, because they're gonna take that has the advantage. And look, my food is already running out. Do remember that this gives you food. I thought it was useless until now. It's not that useless after all. It's not that useless. Sometimes it helps. And make sure, see, not to add as much of that tallow. Yeah, you're gonna die from hunger. Okay, now we are fast, but with also big appetite. And like we can see, we have a working custom apex, and this is how it looks like. It's not an apex is when you either have more spikes and more weaponry, or, you know, red mouth and, you know, weaponry that, you know, have higher chance of killing you, or it depends how you fight against the, you know, creatures, AK players. Okay, so here we have our own, custom made creation. Stack animal. We can, I know it looks broken, but remember, you could always add motor, but then it would also spin this around. I think they should add groups to which one you wanna move. So it's like this is in one group, and there's another duplicate of that. There's in a second group, and if you activate this won't activate the other motors that are identical to each other. Basically, yeah, like each is in a separated group, or how do I say it? An apex is also, who has the, exoskeleton, either the light one or the hard one. The hard ones are this, the light blue, and weak one are like dark blue that look like rotten metal. I prefer these, but be careful because if you use them too much, either you might be very slow or it might take your hunger a little bit more. And use stink bombs. This is actually important. Use stink bombs. If you wanna be an apex, always have stink bombs, because some of the apexes use stink bombs to finish you off and then you easily die. And if you are an apex that has no stink bombs, fighting against an apex with stink bombs, he could literally stink bomb you when you're stuck and you could die. Or he could make like a wall of stink bombs, and you would not be able to get through because it would not damage the one who activated the stink bombs, but it would definitely kill you. It's like you place a mine and the person has to dodge it, but you don't have to, because if you place the dynamite or mine or whatever it is, then it doesn't affect you, it affects the other person. So the other person has to be aware of his movements, making him harder for him to get to you. This is basically like the same thing with the stink bombs, except it makes like a big ball of gas. And yeah, so now you know a little bit more about this editing thing. And configure no main part. Sometimes if you make it on the front, then sometimes you might walk like a crab, you might walk sideways, and your whole thing would face, for example, this way, but you would be walking like this, and your character would face this way non-stop. So if it happens, then tweak with the main part and maybe even do this. But be careful. Once you do the main part in here, then like you can see there's a neck. So this is why I would rather do it here than there, because then this is your main part, and if the neck moves up, your main part also moves up. But if you want to avoid that, and you make it somewhere here, and then the neck doesn't the neck doesn't affect your main part. I know whatever I say makes no sense, like at least I try to help some of y'all, cause nobody made a video tutorial about new Editor Terra, unless I missed some videos, or some of them might exist, but I just need to search better. But that's all I'm gonna tell you. I might make videos about Terra, even if my channel is about Gorilla Tag. Like if it's about Gorilla Tag, then make videos about Gorilla Tag. But here's the thing, I wanna be the first person who makes Gorilla Tag content, but also makes content about other stuff. And another reason for that is because Gorilla Tag is getting a little bit boring. Yeah. But yeah, the reason why I have that profile picture is I like it. And if my microphone is bad, then just, look at the screen and guess what I'm doing. Try to guess. Okay. Guess, yeah, I don't know. Have a nice day. No problemo!